and welcome to a very special edition of the best bits from Series 15 of Would I Lie to You. Joining David Mitchell tonight, Holly Willoughby, Giles Brandreth, Philippa Perry, Chris McCausland, Judi Love, Mike Wozniak, Deborah Francis-White, and Raj Bisram. And joining Lee Mack are Stephen Mulhern, Sarah Millican, Bob Mortimer, John Cooper Clarke, Angelica Bell, Caroline Quentin, and Alan Titchmarsh. First up, it's Stephen.
Right. Very few people know this, but for 5 months in 1998, I appeared every week on Noel's House Party as the man inside Mr. Blobby.
David's team.
How old were you, Stephen?
Well, I was born in 77, so let's work it out. 77,
So you're 44?
44, yeah.
Wow, doesn't he look good?
That's incredible. Have you done any physical work in your life? That's incredible.
Always outside, working on market stalls.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you were inside Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, I was just...
I only got into TV when I worked in kids' television, and that's how I met Noel Edmonds.
So you were working in kids' TV?
Yeah.
In what capacity?
I was, first of all, a runner, then
Yeah.
I moved to a TV presenter after lots of auditions.
But how did you get the Blobby gig?
Because one of the...
Are you interested?
Yeah.
How did you get the Blobby gig?
The prized Blobby gig. They're always talking about it. Who will be the next Blobby? Yeah. Isn't it about time we had a female Blobby?
Is Blobby still going?
No.
Blobby gone?
I'm sure Blobby's bookable, but God knows what creature is in it. How did you get that gig?
There was one other Blobby called Barry, and he was the main man, and if he couldn't do the show, then I was employed.
What was he doing that made him too busy to be
He
Blobby?
was Stig.
And how long did you do it for?
I would say about 15 shows, but I also worked at Crinkly Bottom when they did Theme Park.
Oh.
So you actually performed there as well?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
I would like to ask, did you have to do the voice when you did the suit?
Yeah, I would speak into, like, there was, I don't know what you call it, but it's the reverse of, like, one of those tannoys, and it would just change the voice.
Oh, so what would you say?
Blobby, blobby, blobby.
There may be some people watching this show.
Oh, who knows? Yes.
There may be some people watching this show who wonder what we're talking about because they were born in that glorious age after Blobby. So we've got a photograph. Could that be you?
Well, I can tell you it's definitely not me, but
Why?
I've done that pose because that's one of the poses.
So how do you know that's not you?
Because I didn't do the photo shoot for it.
Stephen, when you said that's one of the poses, what are the other poses?
Good question.
Yeah.
Give us the
full Blobby.
Well, if I got excited, do you mind if I stand up to do it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
So let's
Right,
really
the
make this
poses.
work.
OK,
Yeah.
fine. So if I was getting excited, kids walked up, it'd be blobby, 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 blobby. Blobby, blobby. And that would be it.
Yeah.
And yet, when I do that, when kids come up to me, the police get involved.
So if there was a kid there, it would be that.
Oh, yeah, but what if he was on the other side?
This was another one, which was just if I was annoyed.
That's quite disturbing.
That's what Blobby does to show anger?
Yeah.
What was the pay like, Stephen?
On the TV show, I can tell you I got £350, which was a rehearsal on a Friday and then live on Saturday. And then for the theme parks, it was £500 a week.
See, that sounds credible because he knows the exact number.
he does,
and he's
yeah,
definite. And that's the
credible.
only thing you know when you're young and in show business. What does it pay?
Yeah.
See, the thing to this day, I don't think Noel Edmonds realised that I was the guy that was in Blobby.
Oh, I see.
Right.
When you say that Noel didn't know you were in there, he did know that there was somebody in there. Well, what do you think, Deborah?
Either he's telling the truth or he is a master liar.
I think it could be true.
I sense that you could feel Blobby's weight around you as you moved Blobby-like and said, Blobby, Blobby, Blobby. Yeah, obviously
Okay,
true.
you're saying it's true, so let's find out. Stephen, Mr. Blobby, truth or lie?
Well, obviously, it's a lie.
John, it's your turn.
For 3 months, I shared a flat with a monkey.
David's team.
When was this?
Early 70s.
And was it just you and the monkey, or were there other flatmates?
Just me and the monkey. It was in Amsterdam. The monkey's apartment was in Amsterdam, and I was...
So it was the monkey's apartment.
When he says apartment, he means in the zoo.
What was the monkey's name, John?
Charlie.
Charlie. And why only 3 months? Did the monkey kick you out?
The thing was, I was kind of monkey-sitting this animal.
What did he look like?
Oh, he was exquisite. Look, most of you are probably thinking, wow, what fun. You know. And I don't blame you. Sometimes there are things in life that are a disappointment, but living with a monkey isn't one of them.
What did he eat?
He wanted what you were eating.
Oh.
Really?
Which at the time was a lot of chips.
Did he do any tricks at all? Could he do any tricks?
He was full of them.
What do you want? He'd have the guillotine, he'd have the sword the lady in half, he had the lot.
I used to take him to the park with one of those extendable dog leashes, you know, where you pull the trigger.
They had them in the early 70s.
No, they had them. But the point is, you know, that when I extended the leash, it would run up into the nearest tree. So I would be stood for ages, you know, with my arm extended up
Wow.
into a
And it then looks like you're taking your tree for a walk.
So when you had to go, like, and meet this monkey, how long was the owner there with you?
Yes, of course, I did have to go for a kind of audition. He didn't want to leave his precious pal with any old schmuck.
What are you looking at me for?
You know,
How did you ace the audition?
Well, we seemed to hit it off.
You and the
Although we did get off to a bad start, actually.
Yeah.
I went round to his apartment to audition. There was one empty chair, but it was occupied by the monkey, which was curled up asleep in this chair. So I picked it up thinking it was a cat. And then it went rigid. I could feel its ribs suddenly and all of its muscles tightened up. And it shrieked once and once only, but for about 10 minutes. It was like it was plugged into the mains. Anyway, I threw it as if 'twere a cat.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he landed on the feet.
Yeah.
But he's a monkey, he didn't land on his feet. He landed in an ungainly heap. And then it kind of scuttled away, looking back over its shoulder in my direction, in a real accusatory manner.
So, John, given you were so close after 3 months, it must be very hard to say goodbye.
It was a hell of a wrench.
Yeah.
Monkey wrench.
A hell of a wrench.
Chris, what are you thinking about this?
We could make anything up and it would sound true, but this sounds so plausible.
What about you, Judi?
If we're being honest, out of all of us sitting on here, if there was one person that we could think of that lived with a monkey for 3 months, who do you think that would be?
Oh, yeah, yes.
But once you've discounted David, who would it then be?
I think it's true.
You say true?
100%.
OK,
100%.
they're saying true. So, John, living with a monkey in Amsterdam, truth or lie?
They got me rumbled, it's true.
It's Holly.
OK, mine says possession.
Now, there is a box on the floor under the desk. Take the item out of the box and pop it onto the desk, and then please read the card.
OK. Just going to sit you there, little guy.
Are you talking to me?
No. Right, this is Jeff. Every Thursday, our floor manager hides him somewhere on the set of This Morning for me and Philip to find during the show. The first one to spot him is the winner.
Wow, Lee's team.
What's his name again?
Jeff. Little Jeff.
It's hidden before the show, and you search him during the show.
During the ad breaks, we have to find him.
Oh, it's only during the breaks? It's never...
Well, to be honest, depending on who I'm interviewing, sometimes I'll get a bit bored, I'll have a little look around and see if I can see Jeff.
You've interviewed me on this morning.
And I found him so fast that day.
So who finds him the most? You or Philip?
It's pretty even, Stevens. We've been doing it for so long. And actually, I mean, I've been there 12 years, and little Jeff is a lot older than that.
Can we have a look at little Jeff?
Yes.
You let little Rob take little Jeff over there. I'll say this. I look huge next to Jeff.
You called it.
Wow. Jeff is a very disturbing-looking dog.
Yeah.
I know.
Jeff is the kind of thing you'd see in a horror film.
Yeah.
Can you face Jeff towards us? Ooh, Jeff's horrible.
Where's the most obscure place you found Jeff?
Well, once...
That's a question that you need context.
The longest Jeff has gone missing was for 2 weeks. And we couldn't find Jeff... On set? We couldn't find Jeff anywhere. And there was a teapot on the shelves, and Jeff was squished inside the teapot.
But the thing is, there must be times when you've accidentally found him whilst you're on air.
Never.
Never cropped up?
Jeff has never, ever made it on air. In fact, I had to get special sort of dispensation to get Jeff on telly today because he's a real This Morning...
Oh, he's not exclusive to ITV?
No.
Because we couldn't get Philip Schofield. I mean, not that we tried. No, I'm just saying on another series. That's all I meant.
Holly, whenever I've been in that studio, there's hardly anything in there apart from where the presenters are.
Yeah.
It's just a bare, barren studio for the cameras to fall apart.
No, there is loads in there.
Well, not when I've been on it. Maybe they think I'm going to steal things or something.
There's
It's a good
quite a lot
point.
of places.
It's
there's loads of shelves, there's windows...
I don't know that there's 12 years worth of places.
Well, there's lots of different cushions. There are repeat offenders, you know,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
places.
we haven't got 15 years of guests. Sometimes we have to keep bringing people back.
OK, so what are you going to say, then?
Angelica?
I think it could be true.
I've got the killer question, and I know the answer to this. Who is the most delighted when they find it, you or Philip?
Me.
I thought that is true, then. Because you look like the kind of person who goes, yes! Where Philip would just sort of go, whatever. I've got second-hand cars to sell. We'll say it's true, then, shall we?
You're going to say it's true. OK, Holly. Little Jeff, truth or lie?
Well, little Jeff, what is it? It's a lie.
It's Alan.
Possession.
Now, there's a box on the floor. Take the item out of the box and pop it on the desk first, and then read out the card, please.
Oh, little mini instrument.
Oh, Alan.
That's cute.
My size of furniture.
These are 3 items from my doll's house. I have meticulously furnished it with everything I'd put in my real house if only I was allowed.
David's team.
Are those 3 things that you're not allowed in your real house? You're not allowed a chair?
I'm not allowed a chair that looks like that.
So this is your wife wearing the trousers in the house?
No, I'm not wearing the trousers, but you have to...
Making
live in
all
a
the
house.
decisions?
No, not making all the decisions.
Ruling the roost?
No. We have slightly differing tastes in furniture, and in a doll's house I can just do it totally my own taste.
What's your favourite room in the doll's house?
The kitchen, because you can get very, very skillfully made, minute food. Pork pies, eggs in a basket, broken eggs on the floor. It's an incredibly...
Broken eggs on the floor?
Well, yeah, it's an art.
I want to hear more about the dishes and what foodstuffs have you... You've got pork pies.
I've got a lovely...
Oh, it's definitely a pork pie.
Jelly? Or
yes, there's jelly and trifle. There's a lovely centrepiece on the table with a pineapple on the top and fruit all the way around it. And wine glasses that have got red wine in. Tiny weeny ones.
Where do you acquire these things?
You want it, don't you? And would you call yourself the king? The king of the house?
I dress up my thumb as the king. And play the national anthem on a CD player while the thumb comes in. Do you decorate the house for Christmas?
Well, no, it's sort of...
David is genuinely loving this. He wants to do it.
It is finished now. It's done, but my grandchildren love it, and I undo the front and lift them up and show them the rooms, and then...
They say they love it. I can see them in the car on the way to the house. Do we have to look at Grandpa's special house again?
You call yourself... You have no artistic temperament. This is wonderful. This is the world in miniature. It can be perfected without all the horrors that you love.
We know what we're getting him for Christmas now.
What sort of house is it?
It's Georgian and it's on 4 floors.
Yeah. Has it got attic rooms for, like... No, yes. This is brilliant. This is so brilliant. This is definitely true, and I want one.
I don't think I've ever seen you this excited, and it's a little disturbing. Now then, what's it going to be? Mike, is this true?
Well, at the beginning I thought it was ludicrous, but he's drawn me in.
I feel the love, and I think it's fantastic, and I think it's true.
All right, then, so you're going to say...
We're going to say true.
It's true.
And we're rooting for it.
All right. Alan, there's a lot riding on this. Was that true or was that a lie?
Oh, sorry. It's true.
Yay!
And we can see a picture of it. Look at that.
Blimey. Hang on, how do we know that's not just his house?
And let's see another room. Oh,
that's the kitchen.
I love the lighting. It's very atmospheric. Yeah. Are you all right, David? Look at his little face.
Yeah. There's a stag's head on the wall.
Yes.
You see, that's a perfect outlet for wanting to have a stag's head. You haven't had to kill a stag.
No, but what he's done is kill a mouse and got some twiglets.
What a wonderful reveal. It was true. Well done. Very impressive. Judi, you're next.
Right. An ex-boyfriend once dumped me after he found the list of pros and cons I'd made about him.
Oh, my gosh.
Please, team.
How long had you been seeing this guy for?
I'd been seeing him for about 6 months.
And how did you meet him?
I met him at Carnival.
Right.
Anything in Carnival just seems really excitable and nice.
Yeah.
And then when the sun's not shining and the Calypso stops playing, you realise, OK, this is not as nice as I thought it was.
So a 6-month relationship that was good for one day.
Yeah.
Let's start with the positives. What was the pros about this guy?
The pros was he was always on time.
Wow. I'll tell you what, there's a guy to your right you're going to like.
He was a good dancer. And he drove.
I don't know, is he still single? Because he sounds great.
What about the cons?
Commitment seemed to be an issue. When I was going through conversations of, exes, it was always very short term.
So he was good at getting there on time, but he didn't want to stay.
This is what I'm saying.
Did you say in your statement that he found this list?
Yeah.
So talk us through that. Well, I mean, you could act it out. Just imagine, David, use your lovely acting skills.
Yes.
And you had bad credit as well.
Bad credit, but I can drive.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I can't imagine this. What is this list?
Firstly, your credit is bad. OK?
I've had some money troubles, but at least I can dance and drive.
Being able to dance and drive is not going to help for a longer relationship because you can't commit to anything. So you're going to wind up on me for 2 weeks and then wind up on somebody else. And
this is great. This is like a mashup of EastEnders and Antiques Roadshow.
Sometimes the truth is what you need. And I tried to make subtle hints to you.
This is a subtle hint. This list of pros and cons.
It was a subtle hint.
See attached sheet.
It was a subtle...
I'll tell you what I have to say now is I'm on David's side in this argument. Come on, David, get your bags. You're coming with me.
Caroline, what are you thinking?
No, I don't think it's true.
You don't think it's true?
John?
Yeah, I think it is.
You think it is? Who do I trust most of these two people? Sell it to me, John.
I'm a terrible judge of character, I've got to say.
I won't lie. I was expecting a bit more positivity in that argument. I'm going to go with Caroline.
All right, Judi, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was the lie.
Bob, you're next.
On a dark winter's night, I once broke into the garden of the local witch's house and was shocked by what I found there.
David, Steve.
OK, at what point...
There's a lot of questions, isn't there?
At what point in your life did this happen?
I'm going to guess somewhere between when I was 11 and 13.
12?
I'm going to say 12.
And you say the local witch's house. What do you mean by that?
I mean, this is a very distant memory now.
OK.
It was the house, not very far from me, where all the kids said that the witch lived.
And who did live there?
I don't know their name.
Right.
I'll call them Mary Candles. It had hedges at the front, you know, it's like uncut hedges, a front gate covered with hedging, and it said on the front gate, it said simply the words, "No thanks."
No, really?
So that's quite creepy, isn't it?
Can I ask you a question? You started that with saying you were shocked by what you saw there.
Yeah. Yes. Shocked by what I found there.
So what did you find there?
I'm not comfortable with telling you that just yet. Sorry, I'm not.
This is going so far, it's got to be a lie, isn't it?
Let me just say, it does not have to be a lie. Whatever he says, however absurd, it could still be true. However plausible, it could still be a lie. It's just, essentially, what we are doing for this section is entirely futile. We will talk for a bit, then we will guess, then it will be over.
So how did you come to go into this house? Who were you with?
I was with, what's he called? I was with Ken Numbers. I changed it, yeah. Ronnie Calculator's son. The vibe is, it's very unkempt, it's the gardening, because as we all know, Lee, yeah, witches hate gardening, wizards hate plumbing. Right? So we knew it was a female residence.
Right. So you'd never seen Mary Candles, but you were only speculating it must be a witch rather than a wizard because it was an unkempt garden with no sign of deficient plumbing.
Exactly. And, you know, we wanted to be the first people who said, no, we penetrated, you know, its boundaries.
Yeah.
We went into the front lawn, down a gate to the side, past the bins, past the back door, and then to the window where there was a light on, a big picture window, looked inside, and that's when we saw this extraordinary sight. Well, extraordinary to us as 12-year-olds.
What was it? You've got to say.
It was a tiny, tiny horse. And I'm not saying it was watching television, that was all that was in the room, was a tiny horse and a television on. I did get in the house.
You got in the house?
Yes, Mrs. Candles came out.
Right.
Yes, and she said to me, "You're one of the Mortimer boys, aren't you?"
Were you?
Yeah. So Ken said. And she said, "Would you like to come in and see the horse?" And she took us in, and it stank of paraffin. It was hot.
That's horse?
Hot. No, that was the house.
I was thinking about the horse stunk of paraffin.
The horse did stink, actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
Of?
Meat, hot meat. As we were looking at the horse, I always remember this, she came in, and she had a toilet seat in her hand. And she said, "If I give you some money, do you think you could get rid of this for me?"
What did you do with it?
Just threw it on our way home, just threw it somewhere else, I imagine.
Did she say what the horse's name was?
Max.
Mack?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd have thought minimum.
All right, well, now, Suggs, what are you thinking about this?
I mean, you know, it's so preposterous, but David's flung me by saying this is the way he carries on anyway.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, same.
I mean, but no, I'm saying lie, of course.
You say it's a lie.
It was when you said the horse smelt like hot meat.
Well, do you remember the detail of the paraffin heaters?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We're talking 40, maybe 50 degrees there with those old...
40 or 50 degrees centigrade. So we're talking like the temperature of the desert in Saudi Arabia.
Did you ever see Mary Candles again?
No, never.
Never saw her again?
Never saw her again.
She probably melted in that heat.
All right, what are you going to say then, David?
Do we think lie?
I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie.
I think it is a lie.
All right, they're saying it's a lie. Now, we should bear in mind that when it comes to Bob, David has a very poor track record. Let's see if he can be better tonight. Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling the truth.
No!
Well, that's all we've time for on this special edition of Would I Lie to You. Thanks very much for watching. Good night.